In the quiet town of Eldridge, where whispers often accompany the darkness, a chilling legend thrived. They spoke of shadows that moved on their own and an eerie presence that lurked in the forgotten corners of the night. Many dismissed these tales as mere superstition, but others knew of the ancient curse that haunted their town. Emma Hawthorne had heard the stories ever since she was a child. Her grandmother used to tell her of the mansion on the hill, the old Voss estate, where no human dared to step after sundown. Once the pride of Eldridge, the mansion had long succumbed to ruins, its arched windows like soulless eyes watching the town with a silent malice. One evening, driven by an incomprehensible pull, Emma found herself drawn to the estate. She stood by the rusted wrought-iron gate, hesitating, a sense of dread mingled with an inexplicable allure. Determined, she pushed through the gate's groan, her footsteps crunching along the gravel path that wound towards the mansion. Inside, the air was thick with dust and memories. Her flashlight beam caught glimpses of faded portraits and ornate furniture shrouded in cobwebs. The walls seemed to whisper, echoing tales of the past. Emma's curiosity led her deeper into the shadowy corridors until she found herself in front of a massive wooden door, slightly ajar. Pushing it open, Emma entered a dimly lit library where a solitary candle flickered on a grand mahogany desk. To her horror, a figure emerged from the shadows. Tall and ethereal, his skin was pale as moonlight, his eyes a piercing crimson. "Welcome," the figure spoke in a voice smoother than velvet. "I am Lazarus, once lord of this manor." His gaze locked with hers, holding her in place with an unnatural magnetism. Emma shuddered, realizing the truth of the legends. Lazarus glided closer, his presence both intoxicating and terrifying. "Do not fear," he whispered. "You are chosen." His words wrapped around her like a sinister embrace. Emma's heart pounded as her instincts screamed to flee, but her body defied her. She stood frozen as the vampire lord drew near. "Embrace eternity, Emma," Lazarus murmured, his fangs gleaming in the candlelight. The last thought she had before surrendering to the eternal whispers was of her grandmother's tales and the inevitable fate of those who dared to listen too closely to the shadows.